Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully this is all working. Hi everyone, you alright? You all good? My phone to tell me that I'm now live, apparently. I'm live, apparently, so we'll see. Yes, hi everyone. This is going to be my first ever YouTube live stream. Hello, Sean. First time on live stream. Yeah, interesting. We normally do Instagram lives, but we've decided, let's try the YouTube business. And I've got a fancy setup as well. I've got the 6K camera on. Hey, confused adipose. Yes. So yeah, first ever time. So we'll see how we go. We'll see. Yes, this is just going to be just a general discussion about Doctor Who, a little chat with you guys, sort of just a general discussion and a chill. That's all. Nothing planned at all. Just me on my own today. So, oh my god, the Rani. I know, right? Hello, everyone. Hi, Louise. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Leon. I'm just saying hi to everyone. Hi, Josh. Yes, feel free to just message in the chat and we'll just do a general discussion. We're trying to do more social media stuff, more YouTube stuff, more things like that kind of side of things, interacting obviously with you guys more, because we tend to go quiet for a long period of time whilst we're working on the episodes. So yes, I'm just going to ramble on because it's what I'm good at. Congratulations on your wedding. Thank you very much, Josh. Yeah, appreciate that. It's been 7 months now. It's really, really surreal still getting used to calling Meg my wife. It never gets old. It doesn't get old. Yeah, so what have you all guys been thinking of Doctor Who, like the new series? I'd be interested to see what everyone thinks of it all. I've enjoyed it so far. I've enjoyed it. I'm a little bit nervous for next week, admittedly, because there's just so much to wrap up. I'm like, oh, is it going to be a Sutek all over again with Omega? Should have mentioned spoiler alerts and all that, but the episode has aired on TV. It's been out, so yeah. It'll be interesting to see how they wrap it up. I am worried with 65 minutes and 2 Ranis plus Omega plus Susan. It's a lot. But we shall see. I am watching it in cinemas next week, so I hope it's good. I hope it's good. Right, let's see what. I'm going to read a few comments before I start getting lost. I don't have Meg with me today, so Meg can't read comments, so I'm like doing this all on my own. Is my audio fine, by the way? I hope it's okay. I see a little green light at the bottom. Might be working, might not. Love the 15th Doctor shirt. Thank you. This is the first time I'm wearing it. I don't know. I've never worn it out, and I was like, we're going to talk about Doctor Who. Let's have some Doctor attire. I could have worn little red. Maybe for the next one. Yeah, I would like to do more of these live streams as well. I'm hoping to do some live streams with Dom and with Meg, and obviously with the other cast members. Just be quite interesting, like not even just like fan film series related, more of like just a general Doctor Who discussion, Just checking. Yeah, I think my audio is fine. Yeah, we'll find out. Yes, audio is fine. Thank you. How's the series going? It's going good. We're working very hard. I'm editing a lot. I'm filming a lot. I'm writing a lot. And I'm trying to build a film studio and the new TARDIS set all at the exact same time. Whilst trying to live my life. It's very difficult, but yeah, we're working hard. We've got some really, really good stuff coming your way very soon. Dan Dan says, love the Dalek collection. So cool. It's not as big as my original Dalek collection. I used to have every Doctor Who action figure ever, and I sold the lot to be an adult and buy a house. Yeah, so yeah, I've just got like one of each era, and my favourites taking display right there. Louise says, "Hi, Little Red." Hi, Louise. It's quite strange because like I can see myself there, but I have to talk to you guys there, and the microphone's there. So it's like, yeah, getting used to all of this. All of this. Buckethead is back. Buckethead is back. Hopefully. I do have a theory of whether they're either going to show Omega. What if he's just like this presence? Oh, Omega's going to come back if we find him, and he just doesn't turn up. Like, because the voice you hear, I believe it is the original actor, and the actor obviously passed away. I think it was 2019. So I'm trying to wonder whether he is actually coming back or whether they've just used stock audio. And then, because why would you have a different voice for a new Omega and use the original? It's, yeah. So I'm a bit worried about that as well. But yes, I'm gonna stop talking, stop blabbing, and I'm going to read comments. I've watched your channel for a while now, big Doctor Who fan, and love what you guys do. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, it's it's always nice when people talk about how much I like the show and obviously the channel and stuff. It means a lot. It does mean a lot. When do we get part 3? I'm assuming you're on about Time Crisis Part 3 of all things. It's coming very soon. Very soon. Originally, the plan was to get it before Doctor Who. And unfortunately, obviously, we didn't really know when Doctor Who was coming out this year, and it just dropped. And I was like, okay, we will wait till after Doctor Who. So yes, very soon, very soon. Yeah, I'm still editing little bits. It's pretty much done. I'm going through tweaking things at this point, like going, oh, I could do an extra VFX shot there. I could add a few more sound effects there. The color grading, tweak. Just little things like that. But yeah, we're just confused adipose. Excited to see Omega return as a cat and be put on a leash and dragged through the vortex. We can only hope not. This is my biggest worry about them bringing Omega back was whether they do it justice. And after Sutekh, I don't have faith at the minute. I have a lot of trepidation with what they're going to do with Omega. I'm just like, please. Like Omega, I like Omega. I love Omega. He's like, that's why I brought him in the fan series, because he's sort of like, he's such a good villain and so iconic. Like the look of Omega, it's so iconic. So it's like, I really hope we get justice for him. And obviously, with next week being 65 minutes, and half the episode's going to be them trying to find him. It's like, is he going to have enough time? Is he going to have enough time to shine? Like, or is he going to be a Sutekh situation? I mean, Sutekh had 2 episodes last year, and he unfortunately didn't do a fat lot, did he? Right. Reading comments. What was your thoughts on Wishworld? Honestly, I was really underwhelmed by the episode. It just, I need to rewatch it again. My one rule is that I can't fully judge an episode of Doctor Who until I've watched it twice. I wasn't a fan of Lux when that came out. And then I rewatched it, and I thought it was better, but it's not my favourite. And I just thought Wishworld was a bit underwhelming. I thought it was a whole lot of nothing happening in an episode, just about putting things on tables, and a reveal that kind of felt a bit flat, in my opinion. Like the Omega reveal, it kind of felt like the Rani reveal. It just was just a bit flat and it didn't hit as hard as as obviously like Sutek did, and obviously as the Masters revealed in Utopia. I want that sort of that wow factor from it, and yeah, I just didn't get that. It was a good episode. It was a good episode. The Rani is spectacular. Like, she plays it so Kato Mara, and I'm very happy about that. Ah, dear, Little Red in 15 shirt. I know it's a bit strange seeing a doctor cosplaying another doctor. What are your thoughts on RTD2 era of the show? I think it has a good vibe, but I don't know if it's hitting as well as I would have liked. With things like my favorite series of Doctor Who, Series 5, and it's just not hitting the sound. It's like Russ has gone out of his way and gone, okay, what I'm going to do, this is going to be a brand new show for a new audience. It's going to be absolutely marvelous. And then you bring back the Toymaker, and you bring back Mal, and then you bring back Sutek, and then you bring back Susan, and then the Rani, and then Omega, and it's like, for a new audience member, this is going to be really, really isolating and like alienating to sort of watch and be like, who are all these characters that we don't know about? And it's like it's okay, like showing them in a flashback to describe them, but it's just, I think you need a bit more. I think you need break. It would have been nice if the villain for this finale was just a brand new villain. I think that would have been quite refreshing to have had a brand new Pantheon villain. But yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it. I think this series is definitely better than last series. Obviously, because we've got Shooty in every episode. But yeah, we'll see how next week's ends, and then we'll take it from there. Someone says, "Hold on, new TARDIS." Yes, we are building a brand new TARDIS set. I will probably be documenting it when it starts to actually go up. I've been collecting so many parts and pieces for the brand new console room set, and it is going to be magnificent. So yeah, it'll be strange when we're done in the current set. I haven't thought about it too much, but then like when I do think about it, I'm like, it will be weird to have like that last day on that set, then taking that set down and then moving over to the new set. It'll be very, very surreal. I think I'm falling back on comments, so I'm going to go back up and I'm going to try and catch up the best I can. How are you today? I'm grand. I've had a pretty much of a relaxing day. Like, I've been editing Time Crisis Part 3, just going through the last little bits, and then I was doing a bit of writing on a script for Series 2, tweaking that. And then I did a reel. I posted a reel. A reel on Instagram and on the old YouTubes. It's been pretty much of a relaxing day. Yeah. Right, I'm going to read more comments. Louise says, "I'm doing okay. I'm still continuing my reactions and her TikTok acting." Great, Louise. Honestly, like, seeing your reactions, it's just it is the highlight after an episode comes out. I think it's just nice seeing like people react to stuff, because we spend so much of our time making these episodes of Doctor Who, and then when they go out, it's like they're out there. We don't really see sort of like, obviously we see the comments and like the general response, but like the sort of the physical reactions, like seeing that, it's just, it really like warms us to sort of see it. And it's the one thing that like we're like, I can't release this episode because I can't wait to see what like the audience thinks of this and this and this and people's reactions. So like I say, I love the video reactions. What if Omega is a cat? Oh, I don't want to think about Omega being a cat. Oh no, let's not. The more we think about it, the more it'll happen. So let's not. What's the state of your red coat? The red coat is Doing mighty fine, mighty fine. It went to the tailors. Was it last year? Yeah, last year. Wow. Yeah, I went to the tailors last year. I had a bit of work done on it. I've finally invested in an interior pocket because a lot of the time when we used to do scenes, because I had the coat made years ago, like 12, 13 years, 14 years. Oh my God. 14 years ago, I had the coat made. When I was a wee lad, and I planned everything, designed everything, all done, and I've got interior pockets. And I literally didn't notice until the first day of filming when I went to put the Sonic in my pocket. I went, oh, what have I done? And I just never got around to doing it. And last year I had two interior pockets put in. I had a brand new collar added because it was a bit faded, and this year I've added new buttons to the coat, which is quite exciting. So, but the coat's going strong. No signs of wearing anytime soon. So, very exciting. What is your opinion on the new TARDIS? Honestly, I hated it when I first saw it. It was just, it's too big. And I still stand by that. He's way too big. It just feels empty. It feels like there's no character. It's just a shame. It's like you've got the whole underneath bit. We've never been there. We've never seen the underneath of the console room. So it's like, what's the point? I've warmed to it more since. I've actually bought some screen accurate shooty TARDIS pieces. I'll have to do like a video on them at some point because it's quite interesting to sort of own like the pieces that are matched to the TARDIS. But yeah, it's better under certain lighting, I think. But I just think it's way too big. Yeah, and the console, I think, like because the console's so big as well, you've kind of lost the original shape of the console. So yeah, but it is up there. It's not my least favorite. My least favorite would be the Fifth Doctor's TARDIS. Yeah, Fifth Doctor's TARDIS, as in the what season? Is it season 19? Castrovalva up until just before the Five Doctors. That period. God, it looks so tacky. It looks so tacky. Oh my goodness, we've got a super chat. The Timeless Child. Thank you ever so much for that super chat. You're our first super chat. Congratulations. What are your predictions for the series finale? Honestly, I think it's just going to be really disappointing. I think we're going to get. I think Susan and 15 will reunite, which will be nice. I don't think we're going to see Omega. I think he'll be hinted at as like a threat of this is what's at stake. I think Mrs. Flood's Rani will backstab the current era Rani. Current era Rani? New era Rani? The new Rani. New Rani. Yeah. I have no theories at all about Poppy. I've seen a lot of people saying that she's the Doctor's daughter. Obviously, he does say he has a daughter, and he does. Thinking back now, Ncuti does say that Time Lords have children out of order because he says, is it in Devil's Cord? Is it Devil's Cord? I can't remember. It's one of the episodes in series 1 that he has a granddaughter, but he hasn't got children yet. So maybe that's the whole out of order. That would make sense, I guess. Sense in terms of like the narrative, not like actual logical sense. Like it does make any sense to me. But yeah, so I think that's all of my theories. I don't know. I really don't know if 15 is going to regenerate. I really don't know if he is. I genuinely I've had a theory that like Russell has done all this as part of the marketing of Doctor Who. Like obviously Mrs. Flood being like in looks, show ends May 24th, and then the whole hashtag RIP Doctor Who in looks. and then the whole talk about the show being cancelled and shooting, and it's like, is this just a really clever marketing scheme from Russell? I don't know. I don't know. But we'll find out. We'll find out. But that's literally all my theories. I want to know what happened to the TARDIS. Her doors got blew off. We've never seen that in Doctor Who before. Like, is there going to be a scene when the Doctor's just screwing the doors back on? Who knows? Who knows? Oh my goodness! Sorry. We have another super chat. Another super chat. But yeah, Timeless Child. That's my theories on that. But I have to say thank you for the £5 super chat, Trev. It was quite a tongue twister. Random question: will you ever do a crossover Torture 2000 and Jaxus? And who should? Oh, 2 is in the next. And who should the next showrunner be? And who should the next showrunner? Sorry, I'm an appalling reader. Who should be the next showrunner? And what should the BBC do after RTD? I mean, I'm always up for doing crossovers. I don't mind. Depends where it fits in the narrative, I guess. Yeah, I'm quite. I mean, we did the crossover with Echoes, and that was good fun. Yeah, I'd be happy to do crossovers. Be interesting. Who should be the next showrunner? Well, clearly, it's going to be a tie between Crispy Pro and Confused Adipose, and myself, maybe. We could be a writer's room, the three of us. The Holy Trinity, never mind the unholy Trinity, the Holy Trinity. I don't know. I think with showrunners, I definitely want someone new. I wouldn't want it going back to Moffat. I wouldn't want it going back to Chibs. Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, anyone who's got a really good vision on how to project Doctor Who forwards, anyone, literally anyone who would be good at writing a Doctor Who show. I can't really think of anyone. I can't think of anyone. I'm so sorry. But what should the BBC do after RT? I think BBC just take Doctor Who back to be an in-house BBC Studios run. I mean, the 60th anniversary was done in BBC House before the Disney money, and that was the stories were great. The quality was great. In fact, I didn't even notice any transition period between The Giggle and The Church on Ruby Road. It wasn't like a massive jump in quality. It was just a couple of VFX looked a slightly bit nicer. So I do think, like, I know Russell said like he doesn't want to tell the claustrophobic Doctor Who stories, but he's missing the mark. That's the beauty about Doctor Who, is that with the restraints of a budget, it makes you more creative. It makes you be like, oh well, we can't do this, so how do we get around it? And then that's where you get your Midnights. That's where you get trying to think of another Blink. That was quite a low budget Doctor Who episode. And yeah, I just think the sort of the low budget Doctor Who episodes hold so much character. And I think Russell, he thinks like that money makes the episodes great, and it doesn't. It really does. You can spend Interstellar Song Contest, right? Good story. The highest budget Doctor Who episode ever. You can't really see where the money the VFX, obviously, that's where it went. But then the rest of the episode, it's all contained to sort of like 1 or 2 locations. It's very minimal. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I think. Yeah, back to BBC after Russell, and just keep it in-house, even if it's just like 3 specials a year. Ideally, what I would like them to do is just to do a series with different Doctors. Like, I know there's a lot of fan expectation that you can't have more than one Doctor on screen at the same time because it takes away the spotlight. But at the end of the day, all these actors are the Doctor. and they all exist within time. So why can't we get a mini series with Peter Davison, Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy? Why can't we get a Paul McGann mini series? Why can't we get the Fugitive Doctor as a mini series? Like Doctors 5, 6, and 7. You've got one set. It's small. It's contained. They're done for all 3 Doctors. It's like it just makes so much sense to like use those actors whilst they're still here and make those stories. That's what I really want to see. I want to see that. I want to see 15. Like I think they need to get rid of the whole series insert number, and I think it needs to go sort of like Flux, where you've got like a subtitle. So like this series, you could have Doctor Who, The Reality War as an entire series rather than an episode title, and then have like another series. I know Doctor Who Fugitive, and then so these are awful titles. But you get the premise. We've got another super chat. Oh my goodness. Thank you ever so much, guys, for these super chats. Like it means a lot. £5 from Lord Cyberram. Interesting. Hi, Luke. A theory. The 12th Doctor's TARDIS explosion ripped the universe into 2, therefore creating the Timeless Child, and the Doctor fell through. It is possible. It is possible. The 12th Doctor's TARDIS explosion. Are you? I mean, I'm assuming you're talking about when it blew up in the regeneration scene. Such a shame that set got destroyed. Such a shame. Beautiful set. I visited that set. Very squashed. Surprisingly, it's very. I walked in and I went, "Oh, it's a lot smaller than I imagined." And I think I was the only person to ever say that. But yeah, possibly. There is a lot of talk about like whether we're in a different universe. There was talks about it like, all the way back to like 14, wasn't there? Sort of, are we in an alternate universe sort of thing where DT's the Doctor? It's possible. It's possible. Never say never. Never say never. I'm going to just read a few comments real quick. We're going to have Crispy Pro in the chat. He says, the Holy Trinity would be amazing. It would. It would. Yes. What crossover do you think would be good for Doctor Who? I don't think... In terms of like other shows, I don't think Doctor Who should necessarily cross over into other franchises. I know they did the Star Trek thing, the game, whatever it was. I don't even know what it was. Yeah, I don't think they ever should. I mean, there's been like little bits, isn't there? Like recently, like the Store in the Engine had a Jumanji board in the background. I was like, what? Is Jumanji now canon to Doctor Who? And on the TARDIS console, it's got 3 R2D2 eyes. Also very strange. Yeah, so I don't know. I wouldn't know what... I think the thing is, with Doctor Who, it's so niche as a program. I don't think it would work in any other... I think if you took Star Wars into Doctor Who, I think Star Wars is too serious for Doctor Who. And the same with Star Trek. So I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'm going to read comments. Are you going to keep Dom as the Doctor for when you make a new series? Well, that would be telling. Now, of course, Dom's... Yeah. Dom's my bud, and we're... I'm not saying anything. I'm going to let you guys just, like, let you guys... All you guys have just been like, oh, Dom's regenerating, Dom's leaving, and I was like, well, okay, but we'll find out what happens in Time Crisis Part 3, shall we? Just watch Part 3. Watch Part 3. That's what I'm saying. I've realized in my head, I'm just like, that's going to give them more questions and answers, but just, yeah. I'm not going to discuss that. We're going to move on. I'd like to see an episode written by Steve Pemberton and Reece. Yes, yeah, Inside Number 9. I recently been recently, last year, I don't know what year it is anymore. I binged all of Inside Number 9, and that is a fantastic series. So good. So good. I watched the first one I watched was the Doorbell one, and I did not predict what the hell was going to happen in that. And then I went back and me and Meg just binged every episode of it. It's so good. So I was so sad when they finished it. Yeah, they would be very good. They would be really, really good. Love the 14 Sonic in the background. Still waiting on my Rubuto replica one. Ooh. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't afford the Rubuto replica, so I've just got this one. The cheap and nasty plastic one. Yes, and I've also got my Shooty Sonic as well. I can't activate this because my cat thinks it's a cat brush. Like, soon as I turn, like, people didn't believe me. Like, when Dom was here, I went, just watch. When you turn it and it makes the sound, she wakes up. She wakes up, comes to me, starts thinking it's a toy or something. And I literally have to, like, brush her with the sonic screwdriver. They really need to make one of these into a cat toy and also a mouse. That would be ideal. So I can't ever turn this on because my cat just is like, attention, give me attention. Dear. Oh wow, we have two, three. What? Hang on. What? There's so many super chats. Hang on. Someone said yes. Lord Cyberram said yes. The TARDIS causes because it's so the Doctor is both. And then Darth Raven also says thanks. Thank you for the super chat, Cyberram, Lord Cyberram, and Darth Revan. That's a cool name. That's a cool name. Someone said, "Whoa, live stream." I know, it's shocking. Never done before. What's your favourite Shooty episode? I think my favourite Shooty episode is The Devil's Cord. I love the vibe. I love the vibe of Devil's Cord. It's just like, except for the sing song at the end, but the actual vibe, and shot beautifully. It's so nice. We have a super chat from Jamie Lawrence. Thank you for the $4.99. Do you think Doctor Who should be written by the fans for the fans? I'm always in two minds on this topic. A big part of me thinks Doctor Who fans should not be involved in Doctor Who because that's where the limitations of doing new creative stuff kind of ends, because you've got Doctor Who fans in charge, and Doctor Who fans want to do Doctor Who stuff, and they want to bring back all these amazing villains and stuff like this. And I don't know. It's contradictory because I write Doctor Who for Doctor Who fans, and I'm a Doctor Who fan. I don't know. It's just, I think there needs to be a balance. There needs to be a balance of being a mad Doctor Who fan, a nerd, sort of like, oh, I love Doctor Who, and being sort of not afraid to take the show in a new direction. And it's finding that balance. There's a little grey area there. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I think if it's done right, I think if you write a story and it's good, that's all anyone wants in Doctor Who. No one wants loads of fan servicey stuff. Like, it's good, like, in small doses, it's good. But I think I would prefer someone completely new coming into Doctor Who, respecting the past, but then sort of not being afraid to sort of do new things, but not Chibnall at the same time. Like I say, grey area. It's somewhere there. We have another super chat from Trev. Thank you, Trev. That's 2 today. Wow, it's crazy. If you could take any series of Doctor Who and put it into 2025 with a Disney budget, what would you pick and why? And Saran Jones, 16. Wink. Ooh. I think. What do I think? maybe series 1, you know. I think series 1, having the budget of Disney on series 1 with Chris Eccleston in the role, I think that would be. Mm. But then again, see, I don't know. I like the grunge feeling of the Eccleston series 1. That sort of grungy, sort of rough around the edges Doctor. Yeah. Or series 5. I like series. I'm a sucker for series 5. I love that series so much. And Saran Jones for 16. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. She was very good as Idris, so I would love. I mean, I wouldn't be against that. I definitely wouldn't be against that. She's a very good actor. Yeah. And we have another super chat from Lord Cyberram. Thank you. Thank you. The TARDIS explosion. No. Number 12 after 13 causes the universe to split, creating two lives of the Doctor. I believe Omega was the child and Tecteun Rassilon. Interesting theory. See, like, maybe the universe split when they bi-generated. It is possible. It is possible. Yeah. We shall see what happens. Yeah. I'm not great with theories sometimes. I'm like, I think my brain operates at like a low expectation frequency. That I'm like, let's be realistic on what they would do with the episode. So sometimes I can't even think of theories. When people ask me, "Oh, like, what's your theory about Captain Poppy?" I'm like, I literally couldn't tell you because I have no idea what is going on in Russell's head. Whatever it is, it'll be absolutely marvelous. Blimey. Oh, blimey. Another super chat. Thank you, Ryan. Ryan Spear. Top favorite Doctors and why? Big fan. My favorite Doctor. Oh, see, this is difficult. Troughton is one of my favorite Doctors. I like his. I think because so much is missing from Troughton, there's that natural mystery there that you haven't seen all these adventures, and I think that's quite attractive to a Doctor to sort of be like, "Oh, there's so much that we don't know about your Doctor," and I like his relationship with Jamie and with Victoria, and obviously with Zoe. I like Troughton, and then I like Tom. Tom's like just see with me, Tom. I like Tom between season 12, Robot. I think that's right. I'm really crap at like season numbering. From Robot up until the Key to Time series, and I think after that, I don't know. I think his Doctor kind of loses that little bit of magic. I love him in his first few seasons. Tom's just like spectacular. And I'm a sucker for Colin. I absolutely love Colin's Doctor. And I think again that comes back to the whole what I've said about Troughton. I think because Colin's era got cut so short, there's always that, oh, what if? What would have that been like if we'd had that? Yeah. And I love that. And I love Tennant as 14. I prefer Tennant as 14 than I do over 10. I like the sort of the more wisdom that he seems to have with 14. I think he's very good as 14. And I love Matt. I love Matt. Series 5 Matt is just like, he is everything that Doctor Who should be. I love Capaldi as well. Do you see where this is going? Do you see where this is going? I'm just going to end up going away. I love all of them, every single one. I would take my least favorite Doctor. Oh, see, this is what happens. My brain goes one way and then it just switches. my least favourite two Doctors is Peter Davison and John Pertwee. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't gel with their Doctors. I don't understand them. Yeah, I like John. I think I like John a bit more than Peter, but I like Peter's sort of later years, like Big Finish, and then into like Power of the Doctor. That's like I love him there, and Time Crash. Yeah, I think he was just a bit too young to play him at that point. I don't think he was. I think he has the ability to do it, but I think it's come later in life when he's obviously matured more. Yeah, I'm just going to read a few comments real quick because I just feel like I've neglected the comment section. I'm so sorry. What about a Red Dwarf and Doctor Who crossover? That I would be down with. Although there was references in like the Interstellar Song Contest with like Hard Light, and I was like, is this a Red Dwarf episode? Oh. If Ncuti does regenerate, who would you like as the next Doctor? I honestly, I don't know who I would pick next. Ideally, I'd want someone. I want the next Matt Smith. Ideally, someone very unknown. And I think it'd be good for the show to do something like that. Not Doctor Who related, but do you like Skyrim? I've never played it. I'm afraid, never played it. You can't blame your cat. It looks nothing like a Sonic. Talking about the shooting Sonic. It is true. Again, like it. Disliked it, but then when you hold it in your hand, you're like, it's nice, it's fiddly, but I was the same with 14 Sonic. I wasn't a fan, and then I was a fan. Are you excited for Time Crisis Part 3? I am so excited. I can't. When I rewatched the episode today, I was just like, this is like the best episode we've done. Like, it's... Honestly, guys, you would not want to. I know it's took like a long time to do it, but trust me, like the VFX in this episode has been an absolute nightmare. I really thought, oh, part 1 was the worst. No, part 2. Part 2 was part 3. Oh, yeah. Honestly, it's such a beautiful story. It's so heartbreaking. It's so painful, and so emotional and so wonderful, and I am so proud of what we did there. What we all did, me, Dom, Meg, Ben, everyone who was involved. Like part 3 is just it's just next level of the thing I actually thought I could ever do. I never thought I would be able to do something like this. I mean, Fall of the Doctor nearly killed me, and then I did part 3, and then I'm like, this is just like, it's probably like the one of the greatest things I've done to date, personally, and I'm very proud of myself and my team for working so hard on it. And yes, and honestly, guys, it's so close for being out. Like, you will get a trailer like very, very soon. That's all I can say. Very soon. Trailer's done. The release date's already in mind. I'm not telling you the release date because that defeats the purpose of the trailer. But yeah, honestly, stick around because it is such a beautiful episode. Such beautifully acted as well by everyone involved. So many twists, things that you are not going to expect. So many like fun cameos that make an appearance. And of course, there is a massive sort of bit at the end which builds up Series 6. So when you watch it, make sure you watch all of those titles, every single one of the titles. Make sure, because there is something at the end of that which is just... So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying on Time Crisis Part 3. I say that, and then I'll probably talk about it again anyway. And thank you for your answer, Luke. Love your fan films. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, you've been a fan for a while. Like, yeah, I see you pop up all the time, and yeah, honestly, appreciate your support on it all. I'm just reading. If I go quiet, it's because I'm reading. I'm a very slow reader. When people send me scripts, it takes me so long to read. We have another super chat from Doctor Who Man. Hello, Doctor Who Man. What Big Finish villain would you debut in New Who? Oh, I haven't listened to like a massive amount of Big Finish, just because it's so expensive to get into. But I have listened to the 11. I think they're quite good. I don't know how the hell you do that live action, because obviously you have different personalities, like in one incarnation of this Time Lord. I don't know how you do it, like visually, how you'd show it. Would it just be a case of what the actor does in Big Finish, how it just switches between the voice changes and the persona changes? Be very interesting to see that. But yeah, thank you for the super chat. Thank you, appreciate it. I'm going to have a drink. Someone says rewatching Series 5 for part 3. Yes, absolutely. Definitely rewatch part 1 and 2. Definitely, because there's a lot of callbacks to that. Someone says regeneration is coming. Well, we'll see. We shall see. Just going through. So, any more comments? Can you unprivate your old fan films? Unfortunately, the fan films aren't even on YouTube. I think the only one that's on there is the OG Dawn of the Doctor. Most of them are all deleted, I'm afraid. Yeah, for numerous reasons. Mainly copyrights was the biggest. So, someone said, imagine Little Red meeting 14. Oh my god. I can't even imagine that. Yeah. Fun fact, the 6 was originally going to have a story arc as 12 on how he started out grumpy and serious, but due to him getting fired, it didn't happen. Yeah. It is a shame. It's a shame how Colin was treated back then. Like I said, I love Colin as the Doctor. I recently, like this year, I had made a 6 Doctors costume. I like sourced all the fabrics and I took it to my tailors and I was like, here's a load of fabric. Make me this costume. And I love it. I love the 6 Doctors costume. I know a lot of people hate it, but in my opinion, I'm just like, it's so quintessential Doctor Who. Like, the Doctor's an alien. Like, he's not meant to be cool. He's not meant to dress cool, like wear cool stuff. He's meant to be like outlandish and bold, and it's timeless. Essentially, like the outfits like the 6th Doctor wears. It's like, yeah, I could see an alien wearing that. Like, he probably would think that's exactly what goes for the time period. So I don't know. I do love him though. Right, I'm just going to read a few more comments. This isn't going to be like a 2-hour live stream, by the way. I'm at 48 minutes now, so I'll probably sound for a little bit longer. And we'll just keep chatting. Someone said, Series 6 confirmed. Sick. Oh yes. Yeah, I have already sort of like confirmed it on live streams before, but I will reconfirm now that Series 6 will be the last ever series we produce as the fan series. But there is a twist, and I can't explain it yet because I have to wait until part 3 comes out, and then we go into sort of the next chapter of what we have planned in order for me to explain scheduling and stuff, it'll make sense. But Series 6 will be the last ever series. And yeah, like honestly, with what I've got planned, it'll be insane. Insane. Yeah. I'm predicting that in Time Crisis Part 3, we will see Megan. We will see Megan, the Little Red Doctor, like she did in the final Enigma, and then hands it to the Purple Doctor. Oh, the ring. Maybe. Well, we shall find out. We shall find out. I don't want to ever like shut down any theory at all. Like when people say theories on the series, I'm like, yes, that's possible. It could happen. I love playing into it all. It's all good fun. It's all good fun. I just had a cat fight outside. Not my cat, because she's in her little house. Part 3 is coming. The Purple Doctor is going to regenerate into me. I hope not. If Dom regenerates into me, I must have missed that filming date. If 15 regenerates into Little Red next week, I will scream. Oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine? If I watch that and I see Shooty regenerate into me, I'll be like, hang on a sec, I don't remember filming this. Have you written Series 6? I have written bits of Series 6. I'm talking about the fan series and post-time quite. I shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, I have written quite a bit of Series 6. I wrote the last ever scene for the whole show, and it was the most wonderful thing that I've written. A few people read it. I told them like the script of that last ever scene, and we had tears. We had tears just by reading it to them. So I was like, "This is it. This is the good stuff." Do you see many DW 2012 cosplays? To be fair, I've seen a surprising amount. Someone who I know called Jackie, they've cosplayed as the Purple Doctor and Little Red, which is very surreal. Turning up and seeing, because I went to a Comic-Con in my Doctor's outfit, and they were wearing my Doctor's outfit, and I was like, see, I've never seen Double before. This is very strange, very strange. And we've had people cosplay as Meg before as well. That was also quite cool and quite strange. Yeah, I see a lot of people do it. It's really cool. It's really cool that like that you guys put the time and the effort in to sort of like actually source the outfits. It's really, really cool. Hey Luke, do you play Minecraft? Sometimes I play it sort of like every now and then when I've got like no time on my hands, which is very rare. But yeah, I do play it occasionally. When I say occasionally, I mean once every like 2 to 3 years, maybe. And Dan says, still feel so blessed to get a voice cameo in the most hated man on earth. Forever grateful. Younger me would have watched the original fan film, would not have believed it. But thank you for being involved. It was cool to get you in. Cool to get you in. Yeah. It's always cool to sort of get like little guest stars in and stuff, especially people who've watched the show as well. It's like it is kind of cool to sort of have little voice cameos and stuff. Moving forward, what would you do with the Daleks? I have ideas for the Daleks that unfortunately I can't tell you on here in case I ever end up doing it. But yeah, just make them scary and ruthless and a bit more characterized. I think the Daleks need more character to them. I think you need distinct Daleks, like Dalek Sec, Dalek Vade, Dalek Khan, like things like that. Like it's kind of cool. Yeah. That was me. I cosplayed Meg. Yes, you did. And then you went to the unit location dressed as Into the Time Loop Meg and took a photo. Like that was so surreal when we saw that. It's very, very surreal. It's very cool though. Very cool. Like the fact you found the actual jumper as well. That's mind blowing. What will happen to the TARDIS after the series is over? I don't know. I think it'll just become my tomb when I eventually pass away. I might just get buried in the TARDIS. Oh, yeah. It's going to be my catacomb. It's my catacomb. Yeah. I don't know. I think that, I mean, I've always had the TARDIS, and I can't ever imagine my life with not having a TARDIS. Like that little space that I built, it's like so it's so part of me, that space. Yeah. It's like so many memories. So many memories. Like I love it. Yeah. I've always loved that place. Yeah. And it'd be strange to not have it. I can't imagine my life without that. Someone says Dugga-doo, dugga-doo, dugga dugga dugga-doo, dugga-doo, dugga dugga-doo. That song has been in my head all week. All week. Oh. Someone says, hello there. Hello there. I just want to say your series is amazing. And also, I have to mention I met Dom in person November 2023 in London. Well, thank you for finding the series amazing. Like it's nice to hear feedback and that you guys love it. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, Dom gets around. Dom's always at Comic Cons or is going to like an event or something. So yeah, you probably have more chance of seeing Dom at like a convention than me. Yeah. What is your opinion on the current TARDIS tier of the show, and will your TARDIS reference it? I have already covered this earlier in the podcast, but I'll give you sort of like the bullet points. I didn't like it, then I kind of liked it, but I still think it's too big. And yes, I have acquired screen accurate shooty TARDIS pieces, which I will be putting on my new TARDIS. Bullet points. I have a crack theory that Dugga-doo is Omega, and that is why the live stream is still on. If they drag Dugga-doo down the time vortex, wait for next week. Oh, dear. Hey Luke, I can't wait for Time Crisis Part 3, and I hope you will be the Doctor again. Well, I technically in time I still am the Doctor. I'm still doing the remastered series. We've been working very hard on the remastered series. Well, I'm always playing Doctor Who. It's never stopped. I did some filming yesterday. I did a late night shoot, which you can check out. A little spoiler on the Patreon. Cheeky plug. We have a new Patreon. Well, we have a Patreon. We had a Patreon. Now we have a new version of the Patreon, which has brand new tiers, brand new perks, really cool exclusive behind the scenes content, exclusive content just for you guys, video calls, all that sort of cool stuff, newsletters as well. But I posted on there that we were filming last night at a construction site for the most insane VFX shot that I'm ever going to do, and that's for Series 2. So, cheeky plug. We also have a YouTube members now where you can get custom emojis. So I will demonstrate in the chat. You can get a little red. That's a little red custom emoji. You can get a little Dom custom emoji, or even a a custom Meg emoji. Yeah, so they're so cute. They're so cute. When I did them, I was like, oh, look how cute they are. They've been designed sort of like 8-bit designs. Yeah, they're very very cute. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back to the comments. We've been live for nearly an hour. Nearly an hour. Do the pose little you is doing. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I think my hands are just doing. I think I'm just looking to the side. Oh, could you imagine an 8-bit animated DW 2012 episode? That'd be cool. That would be cool. I don't think I'd have the resources to actually do that. Did you sell that old console on eBay in the end? And did you include surrounding shed? I sold the original console from Series 2 to Forward of the Doctor. That console got sold. There's actually some videos of it on YouTube now. I can't remember what the YouTuber's called, but they own my TARDIS and they've sort of done it up in their own design. I saw it the other week and I was like, that's my TARDIS. Oh my goodness, there it is. But no, I might. This is a strong might, but I might be selling my current TARDIS to build the new one, as in the console with everything on it. So if you guys are interested in paying to buy the console, it will be for sale maybe sometime soon, possibly. I don't know. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I've only done it for like 15 years. Oh, cool. Was the Series 1 console different to the Series 2? Yeah, the Series 1 console, it was a completely different console that was given to a friend. And then the Series 2 console was built, and that lasted up until Forward of the Doctor. And then a new console was built for Series 5, and that's lasted Series 5, and then the remastered of Series 1. Yeah, and then there'll be a new TARDIS. There'll be a new TARDIS. Sean says, unfortunately, I need to head off. I'm looking forward to Time Crisis Part 3. No doubt it's going to be amazing. Thanks for everything you and your crew have done, Luke. Well, thank you, Sean, for just jumping on board and being part of the first ever live stream. Yeah, I appreciate it. So take care, and I'll see you later, Sean. I'm not saying goodbye to everyone, just Sean. Bye, Sean. Are you going to see the finale in the cinema? I am. I will. Yeah, I will see it in cinemas, and I hope it's good. I hope. I didn't see last year's in cinemas, and I'm so glad I didn't because, oh dear. I hope it's good. You don't have much of a Birmingham accent. Well, thank you very much. It's the best compliment I've had today. I do have a Birmingham accent, unfortunately. It is there. I try not to channel it that much. I mean, I could really talk with a proper Birmingham accent if I wanted. That's not how I talk, by the way. Yeah, I think playing the Doctor for 13 years has pushed the Birmingham accent slightly, but it's dampened it. I like to think. I like to think so anyway. I really wish we got more international merchandise for this new era. Feels like Doctor Who has got forgotten Australia when we've been there since. To be honest, I think Doctor Who's forgot about everyone because they're like there isn't any merch, is there? All we've had is a couple of Sonics and four action figures of Shooty and Millie. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. Like the merchandise isn't what it was. Like I remember going into Toys R Us or like Tesco's or Argos, even like Forbidden Planet, and like Doctor Who was just everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And I appreciate that, like, the market's changed, like the toy industry's changed. I get that. I understand it. But the majority of people watching Doctor Who will buy the merchandise. They're collectors. Like, kids aren't going to buy it, obviously. Like, kids like tablets and TikTok and all that stuff. But like, you can really tap into the collective side of the market. Like, I know they've done that with the recent Third Doctor figure, which I still need to get. Yeah, I haven't even been to Forbidden Planet recently. Last time I went, it was like on one little shelf, and I was like, "This is sad. This is sad." Do an entire scene as Little Red being a Brummie. You're all right there, I'm the Doctor. Let's go. Come on, Jess. We gotta go. Gotta go to Sardis. That'd be awful. Awful. Definitely not. What's Forbidden Planet? Forbidden Planet is a little nerdy sci-fi shop. There's quite a few around the UK. I don't know, are they global? I'm sure there's a global ones. Yeah, there's new Barbies as well. I've seen the new Barbies. I will not be collecting the Barbies. I only collect these guys here. My collection has shrunk drastically. Yeah. I have a crackpot theory. Oh, we should read this. When Meg appeared in The Giggle, that's just Meg because she also works for Unit, and when she gets thrown off by the toy maker, the purple ducky pulls an 11 and saves her. Wow. We have a theory too. So, when we watched the episode and we noticed Meg was on the platform, and then we noticed that all the staff fell from the platform, there's a scene between that when the actual platform lifts up to the next level to get the galvanic beam, and the platform's empty because all the staff have left for the platform to move up. So that means Unit Megan Williams is actually still alive, and my theory is that whilst the toy maker is turning all of her colleagues into balls, she's just in the canteen pouring herself a coffee and getting a bacon sarnie. That's my theory. And she's just there, like, stirring a coffee going, I can hear some music playing upstairs, spice up your life. It sounds like that's in my theory. Just going to read a few more comments. I'm getting very parched because I'm talking so much. I need to stop talking. I don't need to stop talking. I've only seen the episode once. I'm confused where Omega is. Isn't he in an antimatter universe? That's the thing. Like, Omega was trapped in an antimatter universe. And they talk about the Underverse, but the Underverse is specifically the toy maker's realm. And the voice we heard was the original actor of Omega. But he's no longer with us. And those recordings are pre-recorded, like stock clips. So I don't think we're going to see Omega. I think it's going to be like this whole, we're trying to find Omega. He's around there somewhere. And it's like he's almost going to come through. So like Spider-Man No Way Home, when these villains are about to come through, but they don't fully materialize. Yeah, that's my theory. That's my theory. Because it wouldn't make sense to use stock audio of Omega and then have a new actor play his voice in the next week's episode. That's why I don't think he's going to come through. Because if he was, wouldn't they have shown him? Wouldn't that have made just a better cliffhanger to have had Omega rock up like, sup, I'm back. Oh, sorry, meow. He might do. Yeah. Are the DW20 try again with a bit of English. Are the DW2012 Doctors in Echo's Destiny from the same timeline as DW1012? They are indeed. At what point they were taken from? We have no idea. We don't want to disclose that. It's always fun to sort of like do a little crossover, but then not specify where in the timeline this is taking place. You can work out that Little Red's taken from between Series 4 and Fall of the Doctor. Like, there's that little period. So Little Red's obviously taken from there. And Dom's got his robot hand, so he's taken from post Summer of '82. So yeah, I mean, it's always fun to sort of be like, there's probably a gap somewhere where the Doctor is taken from. Yeah. Dan says, it would be cool to see the DW 2012 TARDIS in person. It would be pretty surreal, maybe in a parallel universe. I mean, I'd like to see my own TARDIS in a parallel universe. That would be pretty cool. Yeah. Let's say it's planned, the set is planned to be demolished this year, unfortunately. It seems horrible, but I'm like, we have a new one that there'll be a transition period, basically. We've got to wait until we get to a certain bit in the filming schedule before we can go, right, everything's filmed, everything's locked in, this set can now be dismantled, and then it can all be moved over to the new set, and the new set can be erected. Yeah, because the new set it's going to be huge. Like, we've already started on the construction of it, but I've stopped the TARDIS construction to focus on the film studio construction, because we need the film studio urgently. Unless we see him regenerate. That is true. We could see Omega regenerate. We could. I didn't even think about that, actually. He is a Time Lord. He's not a god. Interesting. Very interesting. It's been quite nice. So this is to do like an actual YouTube live stream for the first time, and just sort of like engage more with you guys. Like, we're definitely going to be doing more of these. I plan to do a podcast-esque, not a podcast, but the structure of a podcast where me and Dom can come on and we can just do a video together. It's just trying to set up the logistics of getting us both in the same frame. Yeah, so there'll be more to come up. More to come up. Would you ever like to create a sequel to any of your fan film episodes? And if so, what episode? That is I've never, ever even like. I was saying a sequel. I was thinking, no, yeah, sequel. I don't know. I can't really think of any. I'm trying to go through the episodes now. Yeah, I can't really think of any. Yeah, sorry about that. I can't actually think of any. Yeah. But the memories attached with that interior. I know. My old TARDIS is going to be. Oh, yeah. We are saving the majority of the set. The new ones, the only spoiler I will give you about the new TARDIS set is that it will be a redesign, which is exciting. It's exciting. Very exciting. But yeah, it will be emotional to take that down. It's surreal because like it's been what 2018 that set was built, and it's lasted longer than the original set, which is mad. It's absolutely mad. Yeah. As long as Omega isn't a massive dog. We've already discussed the fact that Omega might turn up as a cat or maybe a giant gerbil. Who knows? I don't know what other animal would relate to Omega. How's the editing on Time Crisis Part 3? It is done. it is done, pretty much done. I'm just tweaking whilst I'm waiting for Doctor Who to finish, and then we can pop up and go, "Hi guys, we're back." Is there any sneak peeks that we could have the new TARDIS interior? Any hints? Oh well, I gave you one hint that it's going to be a redesign. I don't. I've got in my next room. I have like a huge box filled with like TARDIS pieces, like screen accurate TARDIS pieces, and loads of just random bits. I think actually I've got like the smallest part of the new console, which is this. You can't see. It doesn't focus because it's So it's a little lights up. I don't know if you can see. There you go. It lights up. So yeah. Yes, I have a load of these. Those are going on the new console. I have these as well. These 3D printed by my good friend Chris. Just a load of these. Loads of little TARDIS bits. Yeah, but it'll be a total redesign. Like, I think like it's my first opportunity to go. Let me redesign the TARDIS, but not based on any TARDIS, just based on what I think the TARDIS should look like. And it'll be the first time I've ever done that. Like, my TARDIS has always sort of been based on the Toyota TARDIS, which is the nickname given for the Capaldi TARDIS. So we will, yeah. I say no more. I say no more. A giant gerbil. Yeah, imagine that. Oh. Love the shooter shirt. Thank you very much. Yes. I don't know if it works on me very well. It's a very different kind of attire. Yes. Just reading a few more questions. Would he be able to regenerate with no physical body in respect to Omega? That is also a good point. Last time we saw Omega, he did not have a body. But then there has been a trailer dropped recently for next week's where the Rani has said something about if I can harness Omega's body, I can create a new Gallifrey. So maybe he got a body. He must have. Will we see bioregeneration in the fan series? You will not. Although, saying that, I have been very tempted to do a VFX test of me and Dom by regenerating. I just think it'd be quite funny. I was talking to Dom about it the other day, and Dom was like, "That'd be cool." I was like, it's more of like, in terms of like the VFX challenge, I'd be so amazed to see like how I could pull it off, like that challenge of learning it. So yeah, I would like to definitely like to do a little video of me and Dom by generating. Be quite fun. Be quite fun indeed. Are you going to sell your old console? I am thinking about it. There is a possibility that I might sell not just the console, but literally the whole console and Time Rotor as a whole piece, because I've got so much new stuff to put on this new TARDIS that I need to build a brand new console. Essentially, I need a bigger console. Yeah. Is this new TARDIS interior based off a specific TARDIS design like the last been? No, totally brand new. But yeah, we'll see. We will see what happens. Yes, 1 hour and 18 minutes we've been in there. Christian says, I'm off. Luke, take care. And remember, who knows? Who knows? See you later. Thanks for joining. What if Little Red Bigenerate? I know. It'd be interesting to see sort of what if that split. When me and Dom was talking about it, I was like, what clothing do you want? I was like, because we've got to pick one. I was like, I'll have the coat. What do you want? Dom was like, wear a t-shirt underneath, and I'll have a t-shirt. Maybe the waistcoat and the tie. So it would be very fun. It would be very fun indeed. Yeah, I just saw Sarah's comment then. Who will get which clothing items? It's mad that we had to think about that. So mad. Yeah. Mhm. Do you find it odd that the BBC almost never communicate with fan filmmakers? Kind of, yeah. It is strange. It is strange. Like that, the BBC and like Doctor Who in general, they do connect with a lot of Doctor Who fans in general, like content creators and stuff like that. But they really don't like us fan filmmakers. Yeah, they really. Yeah, it's very strange that. Yeah, it is. It is odd. It is odd. Please don't change the police box design. The police box is not changing at all. Not changing. I'm keeping my TARDIS how it is. My police box is staying. Yeah, but yeah, it's very odd indeed. Purple Doctor regeneration is coming. Maybe not. Who knows? I think Luke's wearing Shooty's shirt because Shooty regenerates next week and Luke takes over. Yeah, I've just come off set. Spoiler alert, guys. I've just come off set. Shooty, what a way to go. Oh, it was graphic. There's bits of him everywhere. Yeah, that Troy regeneration. Wow. Can't do that again. I want to see Little Red Doctor return in the finale. Unfortunately, it's not a multi-Doctor story. It is not a multi-Doctor story, so I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. We do have cool cameos in Time Crisis Part 3, but unfortunately, I am not one of them. So I'm behind the camera. So I'm in every scene because I'm behind the camera. But Little Red, unfortunately, does not make it. So sorry. So sorry. I'm trying not to swear, so I will use an alternative for your word. I'm miffed that the BBC haven't included you guys in any sort of Doctor Who media. Even, for example, Tharis was recently Doctor Who. Yeah, he was. Yeah, I was like, hey, there's Tharis. Yeah. It's quite funny, though, because, like, a lot of people that I know now have been in Doctor Who. Obviously, Meg was in Doctor Who, but obviously Meg applied through the agency for extra acting work, and it was just so happened it was Doctor Who. Yeah, and then of course Tharis was in Doctor Who, and I have another two friends who were in Doctor Who. It's mad, like Doctor Who's picking off everyone from DW 2012. Yeah, Tommy better get his biscuit tin back. All I'm saying is, wait till you see Part 3. Wait till you see Part 3. That's all I'm going to say. Oh. Would you make more alt costumes for Little Red for the remake seasons? Yeah, I mean a lot of Little Red's outfits for the remastered is totally different. The series 2 look, which the blue coat, the new look of that is I think I like it a little bit more than the red. Which is ironic because I'm called the Little Red Doctor and I kind of prefer the blue a little bit more. Yeah. But yeah, that's totally different, radically different. Yeah. The look for Series 3 is different as well. I think Series 4 is the only one that's sort of kept consistent. Yeah. Series 2's got the most different ones. Yeah. Greetings from Germany, Luke. I just want to thank you I want to thank you and the whole team for your awesome fan service. I was 12 when I found DW 2012 and I'm now 20. I love this whole fan series. I thank you so much. That was Fabian. Is that pronounce it? You just made me feel very old. But no, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And cool, Germany. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. Uh, give Tommy his biscuits. Yes, yes. Give Tommy his biscuits. Oh dear. Oh dear. Na, na. Radically fire. Would you ever do a Discord server? I mean, never say never. I'm not really on Discord. I'm not really familiar with what it is because I'm old and I'm bored. um, I don't know. Maybe in future. Maybe in future. Oh, I love the blue coat variant of the Little Red Doctor. Wait till you see the new one. The new one is just, oh, yeah. When I tried on that outfit for the first time, I was just like, I am in love with this new costume. It's so nice. So nice. Yeah. Yeah, very nice. The Lone Time Lord, I'll be off. Things to do. People to see. Wait, no, don't got people to see. Just things to do. Well, happy things to do, the Lone Time Lord. Happy things to do. Why does the Little Red Doctor change to a blue coat? Well, you will have to watch series 2 to find out. Because the new version is sort of it's more emphasized why, and it kind of plays into the whole story arc of series 2. So yeah, you'll have to watch that. I could tell you, but you might as well watch it and enjoy it. Out of the season 3 and 4, what are you looking forward to the most to redo? That's a good point. I'd say all of it. We're looking forward to redoing the Fatality Trap because that's going to be quite interesting to do, especially with the new version of the script and the new ideas and the new place that we're taking that story and the narrative of that series. Yeah. Glitch, obviously, we're looking forward to doing. We've already filmed a bit for that, actually. Series 3, I'd say Reflection will be quite interesting to go back and redo that. Yeah. Yeah. All of them. I'd say all of them. Yeah. I mean, we're still working on series 2 as well. So that's that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Is Deidre going to have series 2 on YouTube? No, but series 2 unfortunately does not exist anywhere at all. Yeah. But I think it's good because you'll see with the new remaster that the stories are so different now and told so differently, and yeah, it's just they're so much better. Trust me, you're not missing out by not watching the original. It's best not to watch it because everything's going to change. Literally everything will change. The whole show is changing. Yeah. He became the Little Blue Doctor. Yeah, I do reference series 2 as Little Blue. Not in the series, just me personally. Like when I'm talking about it, I go, oh yeah, so I've got to put Little Red on today. Oh, Little Blues tomorrow. I love everyone just wants Little Red back. You'll see me back soon. I'm coming back to the screen very soon. After Time Crisis Part 3, you'll see me everywhere. You'll see there'll be Little Red, Little Red, Little Red. It'll be absolutely marvelous. I've realised I'm just doing Confused Adipose's impression of Russell T Davies. Was absolutely marvelous. I'm excited to see the updated Planet of the Cybermen. Oh, yeah, that would be a good one as well. That would be a good one, yeah. We haven't started on that, unfortunately. Any ideas for your Sonic redesign in the remaster? Yes, I've got it. I've been using it. Both of them. I get two. I'm lucky enough to get two Sonics. Yeah. Yeah. I remember watching Series 1, Episode 1, remastered, and it was like deja vu with the same version of version 2 of How Time Flies. I found myself remembering the lines. Well, you won't be remembering the new ones. Yeah. I'm going to get into all of this. Like, there'll be like a separate video where I just sit down and go, "Hi guys, this is what's happening with the show," and that's a video coming soon. So yeah. Who would be the next Doctor after Dom? By the way, love Dom. I don't know. I haven't planned that far. I don't know. You'll have to wait and find out. You have to find out what happens after. I don't know. I'm all out of drink. Probably going to wrap this up very, very soon because we've been going for 1 hour and 30 minutes. We know you have that. We know you have planned that far. You know what you're doing in 2034. Oh, yeah, I do. We're fully planned out every year for the next 5-6 years at least. Yeah. So yes. If you can team up with any YouTuber from any media, what would it be and why? Oh, any YouTuber. Ooh. I'm not very good at this on the spot question thing. I'm trying to think on what YouTubers I watch. Probably Syndicate, Life of Tom. I'd love to do something with him. Colin Furs, he's currently building a massive underground basement garage in his front garden and tunnels all under his house. He's absolutely mad, and I love his content. Who else would I? I can't think of anyone. Evan and Caitlin, I'd like to do as well. They're American-based. They do a lot of resin-based videos. You can see my algorithms like very few and far apart. Yeah, I would definitely love anything. Yeah, I'd love to do something with Crispy Pro, if you're still watching. Yeah, I'd love to work with Crispy on something in terms of like Doctor Who-y peoples. Yeah. Or the Review of Death, the guys in Review of Death, I love that. I love watching their podcasts. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool. Yeah. Mr. Beast watching Doctor Who for 100 days. Oh my goodness. That's just my life now, isn't it? Yeah. Enigma says, "Hey man, I remember watching your episodes back in like 2014. Nice to see you're so active. Really wanted to have your TARDIS. I really wanted to have your TARDIS. Well, you could possibly buy the current TARDIS if I decide to sell it. It'll all be yours." But no, thank you for like 10 years. No, 11 years. Jeez, wow, 11 years of just like watching this daft face on the internet. That's very nice. Very cool. Very cool. Opinion on Shooty's Doctor. I like him, but it's took me a while to get his Doctor. Yeah, I didn't click with season 1. I couldn't. I was like, who are you? Who are you? And yeah, and just trying to get his Doctor and his vibe. And this series, like, I've really got him now, and it almost feels like it's come too late. It's like, it's this weird feeling where it's like, oh, there he is, but like, I wanted this last year. Yeah, I think he's the first one of not the first, but he's definitely a Doctor that's taken me a while to sort of like connect with and be like, there's the Doctor sort of thing. Yeah. Is this video just an eBay advertisement for the old TARDIS set? If so, then it's working. Link in description. It's not. It's not. Oh. Oh dear. I mean, people are asking about selling the TARDIS. If you decide to sell the TARDIS, would you sell it as one piece or would you sell it as each piece? I would sell the entire console, everything on it, time rotor, the full shebang. The full shebang. If I was to sell it, that's what I would do. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You'll be the first to know when I know what's happening. Yes, can't wait for next Saturday to watch the next episode. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Cautiously optimistic. With a lot of trepidation. That's we hope it's good. That's all we can do. All we can do is hope. Technically, one of my challenge style video thumbnails made it into the most. Yeah, it did. Yeah, Dan, yeah, I liked it when we did that. When we included like Council of Geeks and Tharis and obviously yourself and Demanda Hagen. Just all those little Easter eggs, and of course Troy and Crispy, including those as well. Yeah, it was fun to add them all in. And even like if you look at the YouTube page where you're watching the videos, it's actually Confused Adipose's YouTube channel. Because we couldn't have Joe in it because Joe was in Time Crisis Part 1, and I was like, this would just cause so many questions. So yeah. Damn. It's a shame Shooty isn't getting the episode count the regular modern Who Doctors get, as it's a lot of time cut out due to the Disney. Yeah, it is a shame. It's such a shame. I think the one series that you feel it is season 1. I think going from Space Babies to Devis Cord and being like, oh, we've been traveling together for 6 months. You've just cut out the most important part of that character development with the Doctor and Ruby. Like, those are the vital, essential parts of a Doctor and companion's relationship being built. Why would you cut that? And it is a shame that like we didn't get like 10 episodes, 12 episodes where you wouldn't have to do something like this. It is an absolute shame. Yeah, but I do wish. I mean, it should be at least 10. At least 10. At least as long as Omega doesn't start pointing at any road signs. Oh, yeah. We can only hope there is no road signs included in this new series. Although in the teaser trailer, there was that road sign which said the reality war. He might be pointing at. Oh, dear. Will there be behind the scenes of the CGI of Series 5 after Series 5 has been complete? I honestly, I would like to do it because, like, so much VFX goes into the episodes, like things that like you just would not notice. And even when Meg sits here and she's watching, and I'm playing, I'm like, did you see it? She's like, what? I'm like, let me go back. I have to stop it and go, look. That's CGI. But it's one of those, I think if it wasn't there, you'd notice the issue. Yeah, there's like a little bit in part 3, when one of the characters get punched and a bit of like blood spit comes out of their mouth. Very graphic, I know. I do apologize. Fully CG, fully. But like, if you're not looking for it, you wouldn't notice it. Yeah, so there's so much of behind the scenes stuff, so much that I would like to delve into, and sort of like, I think just the magic behind the VFX. Yeah, I think it would be quite cool to do. I'd definitely like to do something like that in future. Definitely. Oh, Alfie singing Duggadoo again. No, not again. Not again. Oh, dear. Omega, this is the war, Doctor. Points at the road sign. The reality war. Yeah, pretty much going to be. I named this episode The Reality War. Oh, dear. So far, the Gatwa era has so much waste of a budget and time. Yeah, I get that. I see where you're coming from with that. Yeah, see, it's mad because like the one thing I just don't understand with Doctor Who and their budgets is like the costumes they buy for these actors, like £700 for a coat, and they'll buy multiple ones of them for like one episode or like a minute of screen time. And I'm like, why would you spend that much money on something like that? Like, just give the Doctor one outfit, save the money on the wardrobe department, and I guarantee you now that money would be able to fund a ghost story, claustrophobic Doctor Who story. Like, yeah, absolutely would. Absolutely would. Yeah, sometimes it baffles me when they spend their budget. I think the reason I see it like that is because obviously what we do in terms of making the fan film series, it's identical to what the actual show does. The only difference is that they've got the money and like a lot of the team, and we've got hardly any money and a very small team. So like, it's when I am working on the series and I write to what I know we can achieve and what we can afford, and the budget for the show. So like, I'm not spending like hundreds of pounds on a costume or something ridiculous. I find ways around on how we can salvage that budget and put that into the actual show. And I think that's the trick they're missing. Just spending unnecessarily and not putting the money in where it needs to go in. Like example, Space Babies. So much money went on the VFX on the mouth, and it looked like, I would defend VFX artists because I totally get it. It's hard work, painstaking work. But like, it was so uncanny valley. It makes you think, like, would the episode have actually been better if it wasn't limited to being like, oh, we have to spend the money on doing this? And the same with Sutekh. Like, there was so much, oh, we need this massive CGI dog. We need to spend all this money on this dog being yanked down the time vortex and sitting on the TARDIS. Wouldn't it have been cheaper to have made an updated version of the Sutek costume and just done that. Like, and then the money you saved with that, like I said, you could have added an extra episode. You could have had 9 episodes or maybe a 10th episode. Yeah, I definitely don't understand their spending, but like, I don't work for Doctor Who. I work for my Doctor Who. Yeah. Right. Read a few more comments, then I'm going to wrap this up, guys, because I've been waffling for a while. With editing, you spend so much time to make things so that it's so natural that people don't notice, especially with VFX. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. It's like with How Time Flies. There's a shot when the time flies come through the window and they smash the glass. The glass on the floor, CGI. But if it wasn't there, you'd go, well, hang on, they've smashed through. Where's the glass? And even like the reflections in the oven of the time flies, like that's all added as well. Little things like that, it adds to it. Yeah, but yeah, you're definitely right. Doctor Who does not need a huge budget. It just needs great characters and creative stories. Exactly. All it needs. I mean, that's all it's relied on for the last 60 years. I don't think you need any more. I think that structure for the show works perfectly fine. Yeah, money doesn't buy amazing stories. Money doesn't buy relatable characters. Yeah. It feels like I sometimes write big for the sake of it being big because, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I feel like if they were creative with the budget, they could make it look just as good at a fraction of the cost. Doctor Who is made so that it can be made on a budget. Yeah, I mean, Doctor Who's always made on a budget. Always on a budget. Shoddy sets, plastic costumes, and far too many Welsh quarries. It is true. Yeah, I think that's just quintessential Doctor Who. Absolutely is. And it works. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, I'm probably going to start wrapping this up in a couple of minutes. But don't worry, guys, because this won't be the last live stream we do. We will be doing more live streams. Yeah, it's been great. Honestly, it's been really nice just to sit down and just be like, just chat Doctor Who. Because, it's, Doctor Who's the one thing that connects all of us at the end of the day. And it's nice just to sit down and just talk about Doctor Who. And just have like a general discussion. Like we're not like talking about anything particular about it. It's been nice just to sit here and vibe and just enjoy the presence. Yeah. Luke's regenerating. Time to give your famous last words. I am the Doctor. This is my story. No, that's not my last line. Where is my last line? Oh, and I will always be the Doctor. There you go. And I will always be the Doctor. Will you be selling any other props? Probably not. Like we have sold quite a lot of the DW2012 archive. We've sold the good old Jon Foch, Passamia Day Slitheen. She was sold. The Clockwork Droid got sold. All this is just money just to fund the studio because the film studios cost so much. Yeah, I didn't really anticipate how much it would have cost, but yeah. But we're almost there. Yeah, I don't think we will. I don't think we will be selling anything else. We definitely won't sell the screwdrivers. Definitely not. Yeah. Really enjoy these live streams. How does it feel being more of a YouTuber than an in-front camera? And being in front of the camera instead of behind it. I will admit, like when I first started this live stream, I was absolutely like bricking it. Yeah, like I'm not a very confident person. um, so I was like, this is the first time I'm doing it on my own. It's quite nerve wracking, but like I'm trying to sort of like engage with you guys a lot more. Um, just because I feel like we should like, the amount of times like we'll post something and then people go, "Oh my god, DTB 2012 are back," and I was like, "Back? We haven't gone anywhere. We just haven't posted. I promise." Yeah, and I think it's kind of like it's been like this wake up call to needing to do more for you guys, and just like to enjoy it a bit more, enjoy like connecting with you guys more, and just being part of that. It's been nice to sort of connect. Yeah. Ah, dear. So after this, would there be a trailer released in a couple of weeks or months? The trailer for TC3, as I'm calling it, TC3, for Time Crisis 3, it will be coming extremely soon. Extremely soon. Extremely soon. Next month. Next month. Yeah. Both the trailer and the episode is coming next month. I feel like I've already said that at some point, but there you go. So, like I say, it's a little later than we wanted, but it's just because Doctor Who came out. Yeah, and we were just like, well, we'll just wait until Doctor Who's finished, and then plug the gap of no Doctor Who with a Doctor Who. So it was pretty much, it would have been ready to have come out earlier this year, but yeah, the extra time's been great because it means I've just been able to sort of finalize it and like perfect it the best I can. I'm in front of the camera every day making videos, but then I get nervous before going live. I think like doing videos in general, there's a chance to edit it, and I think doing it live, it's sort of more nerve-wracking because it's like whatever you say, it's coming out there and then. And if I look back and I'm like, oh, I don't like how I said that, or I probably shouldn't have said that though, but live you can't edit it, unfortunately. Can you tell Dom he is my favorite Doctor? Wow. No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, no, yeah. We will tell Dom. We will tell Dom will probably watch this at some point and he'll probably see the comments himself. Yeah. How do you write scripts? Do you have a signature way of writing them? I just write what I know. I write what I know. I never write in the right order. I start by writing moments, visions, sort of like there's a specific moment that I think of in my head. I'm like, I need to write this bit, and I'll just write this, and then I'll go back and I'll start like tying it all together. It is pretty much what happens with a lot of my scripts. I'll have an idea for the opener, or I'll have an idea for the ending or the resolution, or even just down to like a character beat, or just like a moment with two characters, and it'll spark the rest of the script. Do you prefer Little Red or Purple? No, come on, Sarah. We can't be asking silly questions like that, can we? Little Red. What? Is there a whisper? I love all my Doctors equally the same. Oh. Oh dear. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. I don't really have anything else to say, I don't think. So I'm probably gonna start wrapping it up. I've been blinded by a nebula. I have like a space nebula in the background. Very fancy, isn't it? This very fancy. See, I write main moments in bullet points, and then I go back and expand on the moments to flesh out into a full script. I thought it was weird for doing it like that, so it's nice to know I'm not alone. You're very much not alone. Very much not alone. Yeah, like I will be at work, just listening to music, and then next minute I'll be like, oh, idea. I'll come home, I'll tell Meg the idea, but Meg, listen to this, and then I will have to write it. Like I never forget an idea. And Meg always says to me, write it down before you. I will never forget this. Whatever happens in here, it just locks because see, the things I'm doing now are the things that I'm so passionate about and have so much love for, that I know for a fact that it's the right story I'm telling. So I know for a fact I would just never forget these ideas, and then I would just sit and I will just write little bits of the script. I never bullet point. I just sort of like I write moments, write moments, write moods and visions, and sort of like just little bits like that, and then the script just to start to like develop itself as it goes. Yes. Best of luck with part 3. You should be so proud of how much you have achieved. Good night. Thank you very much. I'm very proud of part 3. I'm very proud of everything that we've done over the last few years. My ADHD means I write down ideas at 2 a.m. See, my ADHD does the opposite. My ADHD is like, oh, I have this idea, okay, and then I do fully tend to focus on that idea, which it's a bit awkward if I'm trying to edit Series 5 and then I have like a remaster idea and I'm like, oh no, oh no, I can't do both, and I have to sort of like change. But no, I never forget ideas. I don't think I've ever jotted down. Sometimes I'll write down, like, if I think of a really cool, snappy line. There was one that I thought of a few weeks back. I'm not saying it because the episode's not come out yet. And then I was like, that's such a fun line. I'll write down lines, but in terms of ideas, I tend to just keep them. Yes. Ah, dear. Right. It is past midnight. How did that happen? Time. We've been going for 1 hour and 57 minutes. So I'm going to be wrapping this up. Meg just popped up and said, "You're still live. OMG. I'm off now, Babs. So don't worry about it." Oh yeah, Meg's not here right now. Meg's out. So yeah. So yes, I will bid you all farewell. Thank you ever so much, everyone who's joined and just been part of this, asked any questions and comments, and for all the generous super chats. Like, honestly, I appreciate it. Like, this has got to be like the best sort of coming out of a live stream, the best sort of feeling that I could have asked for going into one. It's very nice. It's very nice. So I'm glad it all went well. I'm glad we had no hiccups. Thank you all for joining. Don't forget to like, comment. I'm doing the YouTube thing. Subscribe. We are. I think we're currently approaching 26,000. So that's not very nice. Amazing. We also have a Patreon, so please feel free to join the Patreon. We have some incredible tiers with really cool perks, exclusive stuff for yourselves. All good fun. And I'll say we will do more of these in the future. And yes, Time Crisis Part 3 will be coming very soon, I assure you. So, yes, thank you very much for watching, guys. Honestly, I appreciate all of you so much. Like, so much. Take care and good night. End the stream.